Right now at noon, stocks are dropping and fears are rising as the Delta variant spreads across the U.S. And Bucks fans are hoping to get tickets to Game 6 in Milwaukee, but those who are lucky enough to find them will have to pay a hefty price.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. It's shaping up to be a beautiful start to the work week. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your certified, most accurate forecast. Hi, Chris.
Good afternoon, folks. Look at all the sunshine behind me. Yeah, things are hazy. A lot of that has to do with wildfire smoke out west. But the reality is, yep, we are setting the stage for a pretty spectacular day. I could look at this all day long. It really makes a difference when the sun is out. Here's high-resolution radar. Yes, it is all clear for us throughout southern Wisconsin, and that has allowed those temperatures to warm on up. We are at 81 rather, 81 for Janesville as well, 80 for Lone Rock, Bosco Bell coming in at 83. Still a couple of spots where your temperatures are into the 70s, but we should continue to warm things all the way up towards 86 as we move towards the afternoon. We're going to be watching at least for a little chance for some showers headed into tomorrow. We're talking that Deer District forecast coming up. We're also talking about the car wash forecast. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday are all good days to generally do it, but we are going to talk at least a couple chances for some showers. We're breaking it all down in about 15 minutes.
We will see you then. Thank you, Chris. Right now, officers are looking for any information about a hit and run out of Fitchburg that sent a 6-year-old to the hospital. It happened last night on the High Ridge Trail in Fitchburg. That's off of Fish Hatchery Road. Police say the girl was hit by a car while riding her bike. She's expected to be okay. The car is thought to be a gray four-door sedan. The man driving looked to be in his 20s. If you have any information, be sure to contact Fitchburg Police or the Madison Crime Stoppers Unit. Wisconsin's 2 medical schools are collaborating on a study addressing health disparities in the state. The UW School of Medicine and Public Health and the Medical College of Wisconsin will conduct it. The schools plan to use $3 million in endowment money to measure and recommend solutions for health inequities highlighted by the pandemic. The possibility of a global COVID resurgence has many worried today. Cases of COVID-19 are up in 50 states. In Arkansas, 12 out of every 100 people have tested positive, and hospitals are overwhelmed. David Begnow reports from Little Rock.
I thought the vaccine was a hoax.
42-year-old Lamonte Boyd, a married father of 3, says he didn't listen to the doctors or even his wife when she got the COVID vaccine and told him he should too.
What did you think of COVID before you got sick, Mr. Boyd?
I brushed it off. I thought it was a joke.
There are going to be a lot of people watching who don't want to take the vaccine. What would you say to them?
Well, I tell those who don't want to take the vaccines, you playing Russian roulette with your lives.
Boyd was diagnosed with COVID-19 nearly 2 weeks ago. He developed pneumonia in both of his lungs, and still,
right now, as we talk, my wind is short. That's why, I'm really gasping for air now.
Arkansas has the 3rd lowest full vaccination rate in the country. A little over 1 in 3 people here have gotten both of their shots. The state is now in its 3rd surge, says Dr. Cam Patterson, who is chancellor at Arkansas's only academic medical center.
To put it into perspective, our team is in the 4th quarter right now, or maybe even double overtime. This is not the first quarter for this team. They're tired. It's tough.
Dr. Patterson has stood alongside the governor many times over the last year, educating Arkansans about how effective the vaccines are. To those people who are still skeptical, he says this.
Help me to understand who would convince you. If I haven't convinced you, help me to understand who would, and I will find that person and we will talk to you.
I regret it, not getting the COVID vaccination.
This 62-year-old woman did not want to give us her name, but she did want to speak for this story.
It's hard to breathe, so I have to have oxygen. You can see it on me 24/7, and then there's occasions where I cough and I can't stop.
What would you say to all those people who are spreading misinformation about the vaccine?
It's a life or death sentence. It's not a joke.
Consider this. Since January of this year, 98% of the COVID patients hospitalized here in the state of Arkansas were unvaccinated. 98%. Think about that. David Begnow, CBS News, Little Rock.
And another mask mandate is not an option in Arkansas because its state legislature passed a law preventing the governor from enacting one. With just days to go until the opening ceremonies in Tokyo, another Olympic athlete has tested positive for the coronavirus. This time, a second member of the women's artistic gymnastics team. She's now identified as alternate Kara Eker. They say she is not showing any symptoms and is currently quarantining in a room. Another gymnast has also been identified as a close contact to her. The number of COVID-19 cases linked to the 2020 Olympic Games has now risen to 61. Milwaukee Bucks are now one win away from an NBA championship. Tickets for Game 6 are on sale right now. According to SeatGeek, tickets to Pfizer Forum range anywhere from $1,000 to $17,000. The game takes place tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. We'll have a list of watch parties in our area on channel3000.com. And golf legend Andy North officially opened a new golf course in the Wisconsin Dells this morning. Trapper's Turn Golf Club offers 27 holes, that is, dining and space for events. It was designed by North, who's a two-time U.S. Open champion. Here's a look at what's to come next on News 3 Now at noon.
Deja vu on Wall Street as investors eye rising coronavirus cases and the things we say to delay Gym Day. I'm Diane Kinghall at the New York Stock Exchange. Of those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement. So take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Mad City Baths is your trusted local source for custom baths, tub-to-shower conversions, and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day. Act now to be one of 30 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures, put a good neighbor sign in your yard, and compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Start your next update and save with 11% off everything at Menards. DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one that features a washable, scrubbable, and stain-resistant finish. Save 11% on all Dutch Boy paints. Gorilla products provide great results for tapes, glues, and adhesives. With great versatility, there's no job Gorilla can't tackle. Save 11% on all Gorilla glue products, like this black duct tape. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
To start a new week on Wall Street. Investors fretted about an increase in coronavirus cases amid the spread of the Delta variant. Companies that stand to benefit the most from the economy reopening lost ground. United, American, and Delta Airlines all took a hit. Robinhood is revealing more details about its plans to go public. Federal filing shows the online brokerage is seeking a valuation of as much as $35 billion. The stock is expected to be priced between $38 and $42 a share. About 55 million shares are being offered. The company plans to list on the NASDAQ under the ticker HOOD. Target is bringing back its annual teacher prep event. The retailer says educators can get 15% off classroom supplies and other essentials through July 31st. But make sure you get everything you want in one haul because the discount can only be applied to one trip. To participate, teachers have to register through Target's loyalty program. And how to get out of the workout. A recent OnePoll survey reveals the top excuses for skipping the gym. The classic, I'm too tired, took the top spot. Bad weather was also an out. It's raining and it's too cold were number 2 and 3. But some respondents were more blunt, like they're hungover or it's just too boring. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
And at the noon hour, here's a closer look at how much those stocks are dropping. The Dow is off 691 points. The NASDAQ down 116. The S&P 500 down 61. The U.S. and other nations say China is responsible for several recent cyber attacks. This morning, the White House and governments in Europe and Asia accused China's civilian intelligence agency of using, quote, criminal contract hackers. They say the hackers conducted a range of destabilizing activities around the world, including a hack of the Microsoft Exchange email server software. Officials say they have raised concerns with the Chinese and are not ruling out further actions to hold the nation accountable. President Biden says the American economy is getting stronger every day, but he also says it could be better if Congress would pass his legislative priorities, like his $1 trillion infrastructure plan, as well as the $3.5 trillion budget resolution, which includes what he calls human infrastructure.
This is the best strategy to create millions of jobs and lift up the middle-class families and grow wages and keep prices affordable for the long term.
The White House worked through the weekend with the bipartisan group of senators writing the infrastructure bill. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he wants a vote by Wednesday. Well, it's feeling like summer out there with sunshine and warm temperatures expected to stick with us this week. Chris is back with the first warm forecast after this.
The installation went really nice.
Oh, they were awesome. I appreciated those guys so much.
And they do it in one day and are so helpful.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB, and will expertly install your new walk-in shower or easy access walk-in tub in as little as 1 day, backed with a double lifetime labor warranty. Listen to this, 30 homeowners who call now will receive special savings, free installation on a new bath or shower from Mad City Baths. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
These days, Social Security is denying more disability claims than ever. If you can't work, it can be harder to win benefits. I'm attorney Don Becker. Now more than ever, you need an experienced disability lawyer. For over 30 years, my firm has helped people win benefits. Disability law is all we do.
The Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
Tuesday morning on News 3 Now, I'm checking out a new social club in the 608.
And Chris Reese has a look at your forecast if you're headed to the Deer District for Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Join us from 4:30 to 7 for News 3 Now this morning.
A News 3 Now investigation uncovered hundreds of workplace safety complaints during the pandemic.
Just 12% were followed up with an inspection.
Too many frontline workers were exposed to COVID.
Taking action to get the information you deserve. News 3 Now investigates.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report on this Monday. You weren't out from the fair?
I enjoyed every minute of it, but I'm glad that I get a little bit of a break before we start Columbia and Greene County Fair later this week. But yeah, thank you to everybody that turned out for our Farm Babe Boogie Tractor Parade on Saturday. A lot of new faces that drove along with us, and as usual, those tractors were a real magnet for all the kids that were at the fairgrounds. Also, thank you to all the buyers and supporters of our youth for both the Dane County Youth Livestock Auction on Friday night, and I had a wonderful time with my friends in Sauk County on Saturday. Like I said, we've got the Greene County and Columbia County fairs happening later this week. Tomorrow is the beginning of the state's largest outdoor agriculture event. Of course, I'm talking about Wisconsin Farm Technology Days. Eau Claire County is the host. We'll be at Hunsinger Farms, the world's largest horseradish operation just outside of Eau Claire. The show runs Tuesday through Thursday, and I will be there tomorrow in the morning with Rural Mutual Insurance, and in the afternoon, Rank Seed. So if you want to swing on by and try to find the Farm Babe, just give a listen, and that's the spots that you should be seeing me at. Like Mark mentioned, boy, the Dow Jones Industrial Average now down more than 850 points, and corn and soybeans are kind of following suit. Not necessarily because of anything relative to our crop, but just the momentum of where money is moving on the midday. Our dairy markets today are a little bit stronger. Barrel cheese is up a penny at $1.45. 40-pound block cheese unchanged on a Monday at $1.61.5. Double A butter is up 3.5 cents at $1.7125 per pound. So like I said, I'll be on the road tomorrow. You can follow along on social media if you want to see what the Farm Babe's up to. Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook. I'll be chatting with folks right along. It's going to be good to see what kind of a crowd the Farm Technology Days show gets, Mark. Obviously, it was didn't happen last year, so a lot of pent-up volunteers and anxiety about what the show's going to look like. So I'll look forward to big crowds up there.
All right. Have a good trip.
See you Wednesday.
See you later. Chris is now back with another check of the forecast. Hi, Chris.
Hello, Deer District. That's what we're looking at, because a lot of folks are going to be headed down there tomorrow afternoon, hopefully watching the Bucks bring it all home for Game 6. Here's what we're looking at right now. Temperatures in Milwaukee, if you're going to be there all day, top out right around 85 degrees, and I do expect the sunshine. But here's where things begin to change up for us. There's going to be a lake breeze that moves in towards the afternoon. That's going to start to cool things off. So it's 6 o'clock in Milwaukee. I expect temperatures to be into the low 70s. By the time we're tipping things off, temperatures could be into the upper 60s at that point. Let's go ahead and show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is Future Track into your Tuesday. We're warming up. It's 85 degrees by 12:30. Milwaukee's at 86 at this point. There will be a little chance to see some showers as a weak disturbance moves southward from the north, but even still, that's got to be falling apart. 3 o'clock now. Check out Madison. Madison's at 87, but we go back towards the lake shore. Watch how the winds start to come off the lake. It's 80 degrees at this point by 3 o'clock. Now we're at 6 o'clock. Odds are you're probably headed to the Deer District at this point. Those winds have rushed in off the lake. Now it is 71 in Milwaukee, 73 for Kenosha. Here's the boundary where the lake breeze walks in, and then it's 80s just on the other side of that. So this is going to be one of the cooler areas in the state tomorrow, while elsewhere we're keeping those temperatures into the 80s. We'll have to watch the possibility of a stray shower going up, but even still, it's not the best chance. Future Track showing that a little bit further towards the west now as we move towards tomorrow night. But beyond that, things are generally going to be dry for us, folks. High pressure is still in control. Here's that weak disturbance right now working its way a little bit further towards the south. That's what we have to look for towards tomorrow. Otherwise, this area of high pressure, both of them are strong enough that that's why I expect things to overall stay dry, very much like what we're seeing out there right now. Here's high-resolution radar throughout the state. Most of those showers are far to our north. Southern Wisconsin is all dry as we move into this afternoon, and that's going to allow those temperatures to continue to warm up. Juneau, you're at 78. Good afternoon. Madison at 81. Janesville at 81. Platteville coming in at 80, but we have the sunshine. Things are hazy. Winds are northerly at this point at about 8 miles per hour. Dew points are into the low 60s, though. So we've seen them increase just a little bit. But take that splash into the pool. We're going to warm up towards 86 as we move towards this afternoon. And with the added humidity, yeah, you're going to start to feel that summer-like heat just a bit more. Almost each and every day this week is going to be a good day when it comes to hitting the pool. We'll watch minor rain chances try to creep into the picture on Thursday. Right now, this model runs hot off the press is trying to up the ante to see those showers Thursday just a little bit. But I expect better chances as we move towards Friday and into Saturday, potentially even into your Sunday. That'll bring those temperatures down a couple degrees, but then we'll still stay into the 80s with the humidity as we move into next week, Mark. So welcome to the stretch. It is July. We're getting ready to knock on the door of August, and it's a summer sizzle for us.
Yeah, it really is. The temperature's not dropping, but that did, whatever that was.
Yeah,
All right,
we
Chris,
can't have nice things.
Thank you. Well, if you're craving a pork roast,
when a recipe is really good and flavorful, we often try to find fun and creative ways to describe it. And when we tasted the pork roast that we're sharing with you today, the first word that came to mind was firecracker, since the flavors just exploded when we tasted it. Let me show you how to make it so you can have it for dinner tonight. The first thing we do is cut a crisscross pattern on the top of a boneless pork roast. Cutting this pattern will help our glaze stick to the pork while ensuring that there's lots of flavor in every bite. Now, we season it with some salt and pepper and place it in a roasting pan. To make it extra special, we glaze it with a mixture of barbecue sauce, orange marmalade, a bit of hot pepper sauce, and a little horseradish. Then we'll spoon half of this over the roast and into the oven it goes. Then after a bit, we'll spoon on the rest of the glaze and cook it until it reaches 160 degrees. After it rests for a few minutes, cut it across the grain and serve it with the pan drippings. It's full of flavor, but not too spicy. One forkful, and you'll know exactly why we were so excited about this. To get the recipe for our firecracker barbecue pork, simply head over to our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an explosive way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Up next, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company answers your plant questions. Give us a call, 270-9933, the number to call. We'll get to your questions right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Attention homeowners, Mad City Baths is looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower installed in as little as 1 day. Our in-home design consultants make it fun and easy with a great selection of colors and styles. From custom tub to shower conversions infused with microban antimicrobial protection to relaxing walk-in tubs with hydrotherapy. 30 homeowners who call now will receive free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures, put a good neighbor sign in your yard, and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program for the $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company taking your calls at 270-9933. Thanks for coming in. Lots of calls as usual. We'll start with Tim in Madison. Hi, Tim. What's your question?
Yeah, hi. I have a maple tree. It's young. It's maybe about 5 years old. It's leafed out pretty good. And it's got some small bumps on some of the leaves, like clusters of bumps. They're maybe 1/8 of an inch, around. And when you scratch them with your finger, they come off and leaves a hole in the leaf. I'm just wondering what that is.
What you have is a gall, G-A-L-L. And what it is there's usually a mite or little fly that lays eggs in the leaf buds as they are coming out. And so, like sand with an oyster, although you get a pearl that way, this way you get a gall. It's cosmetic. It will not hurt your tree at all. You can certainly do a good cleanup this fall, make sure that you get all the leaves out of there so that they're not hanging around, but it is not going to hurt the tree.
Okay. So let's go to Joanne now in Cross Plains. Hi, Joanne. What's your question?
Hello. Last year I bought a couple of hibiscus, one red, one yellow. They bloomed beautifully. Of course, I brought them in, kept them alive all winter, put them outside this spring. The red one has done absolutely nothing. They're growing, but no flowers. Finally, the yellow one flower last week, and that's it. So I'm wondering, is this normal?
Well, you want to make sure that they get plenty of sunlight. So put it in a place where it's in the sun pretty much all day. And then you might want to try a bloom boosting fertilizer. There are a lot of them out on the market. Jack's, Miracle Grow makes one. They're water soluble, really easy to apply.
But lots of sun.
Okay.
Lots of sun.
Wonderful.
All right, thanks for calling. Let's go to Ted now in Beloit. Hi, Ted. What's your question? Ted, go ahead. Okay, I think Ted's on a satellite delay. Let's go to Mary Ann in Lone Rock. Hi, Mary Ann. What's your question?
Yeah, I started 2 cherry seeds. They're about an inch tall, and I want to know what do I do in the wintertime. I have them on the porch right now. They're doing great.
What I would do... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, they're real pretty.
So what I would do is I would plant them out soon, and then to protect them from the rabbits, because they need a dormancy period. So to protect them from the rabbits, once the ground is frozen, you can take just a plastic pot and put it over the top, and that will protect them from the rabbits. And then in the spring, you can take that off and see what you've got. But they need to be outside.
All right, we have time for one quick call. James from Oregon, go ahead.
Yes, I was planting my tomatoes, and they're coming up beautifully. And but the tomatoes have a black spot on the bottom, and they're hard as a rock.
So what you have is a thing called blossom end rot, and it is a calcium deficiency. So if they are planted in the ground, you'll want to get a fertilizer that's made for tomatoes. If they're in pots, you usually get blossom end rot because the watering is uneven. So make sure that they get regular watering, and that should help.
Okay, we're out of time. Thank you for coming in. If you're on the line, stay there. Lisa will talk to you off the air. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Here's Chris with one final check of the forecast.
Yeah, we are looking at sunshine out there for the rest of today. Temperatures should top out into the upper 80s today, upper 80s tomorrow. A little cooler on Wednesday, more rain chances by the weekend.
All right, Chris, thank you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.